Hey everyone. Hey everyone, Meat Hammer here, and welcome to episode 15 of my Sky Factory 3 survival series, or Let's Play series, whatever you want to call it. Um, yeah, I've been struggling to figure out where to go from here and actually be able to get some content to put up. I played for quite a while yesterday, expanding the base a little bit, doing a few things here and there. I'm just trying to figure that out, and I'm at kind of a loss. Sorry, my allergies are really bad this morning. I looked at the book recently, and I mean, the next steps, I mean, that's a pretty major step. All of these are. So I am really not sure where to go from here. The Supremium Apple and the Supremium Armor, they require a lot, and I mean a lot, of Inferium Essence. And while I've been growing it and gathering it, doing it manually, it's going to take forever. So the only solution I've really come up with is that I'm going to have to automate that, definitely. But one of the things I did do here is I expanded this farm. So I have 4 actual 9x9 farms for the 4 things I had growing. The biggest thing here right now is going to be wheat. And I say that because a lot of things that I've been doing recently use wheat or seed. And so it's going to be, sorry about that, that's my phone. More spammers calling me. But I keep it nearby in case I do get calls for interviews and that, because like I've said in the past, I am currently looking for full-time employment. And so I don't want to miss any calls. So anyway, so here we go. What I also have done is I've set up some more chickens. I have grown some more chickens, so let's go ahead and put some of you chickens in your pens. Gray chicken, okay. And yellow chicken. And red chicken. All right. So for now, I mean, this is the thing that I had been doing, and trying to breed some of these chickens to get better items. Hasn't worked yet, except for in the case of, I still think those are worse eggs. There's got to be a way to see actually the chicken and not the stupid pen. I don't care. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. We are back. Went into a sneezing fit. Still might have a little bit more coming on. All right. So where were we? I was just trying to figure out where to go from here. As you can see, I've been decided to go ahead and just create chickens of all the colors, because if we're going to get into chickens at some point, we're going to need them. And I had been breeding this particular chicken just because he had been nice enough to keep powering up. But he's an 8x8x8. All right. So these eggs in here are garbage. Bone white. I see. That's the other thing. I don't know why they're crossing pens. And those, we don't care. They're for a lesser spatted chicken, so we're just throwing those out there. Now these 676, you are, oh yeah, you are a better chicken. So we will go ahead and we only need one of them. Care about the rest, but we will go ahead and we will breed that. We'll go ahead and hatch that egg, and when it hatches, we'll replace this chicken with the other one. Now the others, we've got a gray. Why do we have a gray there? Because you're black. You must have been nearby. That's light gray. Oops. And gray dye. That's the one nice thing about these. Once you have these chickens, you're never going to want for any dyes. I mean, look at getting lapis. I mean, how cool is that? And I'm getting more eggs that are really an inferior quality. So, yeah, those are all won by 111, 111. We don't care. We already have a chicken 111, and it's just the random number generator at work there, or possibly against us. Again, 111 doesn't do us any good. Wow, lots of chicken poop. That's okay. It can work like bone meal. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone really wants to watch an episode of me disposing of eggs. You guys just aren't helping me out here. All ones except for you. And you. Okay. 454. What are you? You're a 111. All right. So, we can definitely improve by hatching one of you. The goal for me here and with these chickens is to get all these eggs up to where all the stats are 10, 10, 10. And what that will do is then allow you to have a better chance of when you're crossbreeding to get very high quality, well, not only very high quality uh, crossbred chickens, but also, with high stats, but also a better chance of actually getting the chicken that you're going for. Since that was, did it again. Where'd all this stuff go? Were you in this one? No. Oh, you were in this one. No. Did I grab those eggs? I grabbed those eggs. Right, 454 for a gray. And, oh yeah. Definitely better quality. So, we'll go ahead and we will hatch one of you. And get rid of some eggs. Alright. For now, we're going to leave this alone. You can easily lose a lot of time doing that. And I'm just not really ready to do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to think about what it is we're going to do. I have an idea, but for right now, I'm just going to think about it, and I will be right back. Okay, and we're back, and I've got a little bit of a direction today. It's nothing that's going to be too thrilling by any means, but after evaluating things and seeing where we are, it's just become very clear to me that we need to automate some farms, and we need power. Need to get the power to those farms, because as of right now, it's all manual, and that just really isn't working. So what I am going to have to do is actually turn these into some automated farms, and it's not difficult by any means. And you can see I did wind up getting another ender lily seed, so put that there. But since this is what I need to progress more, I need the inferium essence. I need to get this set up on a farm, and pretty much the way we're going to do that is we are going to use the farmer from Actually Additions. And I think that's probably one of the easiest to build, especially at this point in the game with the resources that we have. I looked at the farming station, which I do prefer because you can really grow these and they're very efficient. However, right now with our limited resources, I mean, this isn't such a big deal anymore, the pulsating crystal, because we are getting some ender pearls. But the Z Logic, I got to create a slice and splice, and zombie heads. I don't really have that many. I am getting some, but we need more. I'm gonna have to create some more beheading upgrades for the mob smasher, and go from there. But yeah, so let's start with these farms. If you have not used them, they place a little bit differently. Come on, there we go. You have to be looking at the farm, the farming station or the farmer away from your farm when you place it. And that's the only way that they really work. It's kind of a strange thing. You might be able to turn them with a wrench. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, why don't these break with an axe or anything? And then they just break. Whatever. It's not that big of a concern. So we'll have that there. And I think the other one for right now, I mean, I can easily create more of these. You're going to go there. If anybody knows of a better way to break these where you get them back, please let me know. I have no idea. I just don't know. But I think what we're going to do here to get power, one of the ways that seems to work pretty good, go to RF tools, and they have these power cells. Energy battery. Don't tell me that they're not in this version. That would pretty much suck. Just completed turbine. Oh, I know why it's not looking right. Okay, now we can see what we're looking for, and it was these are it: advanced power cell, and power cell, advanced power cell, and simple. This is what we have to start out with. We have everything to create these. This is wonderful. We can do these. So that's what we're going to wind up doing. Yeah, no, we can't because the shards we don't have yet, but we might even be able to bump them up. Oh, yeah. Yes, we absolutely can bump them up to the standard power cell, which holds a lot more power, million RF. And the nice thing about these is, if you're not familiar, because we can even attach those to a capacitor bank or a capacitor, which will act as a nice energy buffer, and we can hook it up to our main source of power there and easily distribute power throughout the base. Because if you're not familiar with using these from RF tools, you can use a power cell card, and the first one you put in, which would typically be the one I'm going to connect to our power bank, that one you'll basically give it a number, and then you can put other link cards in there to link them to that power cell, and then they act as one. Every one of them throughout all of your worlds, they go across dimensions, it will act as one power cell. So they will all have, the 1 million RF available in them. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, they act as a bank. So each one would be 1 million per, so however many you have. So that can be quite a bit of power, easily distributed across your entire, farming structure now, like I said. And I will put some capacitors underneath these, and then underneath that is where I will connect those power cells, or I might just even have one going to both of those. That should probably be plenty. One per pair of farms. I might even be able to get away with just one of the power cells for all four. But we'll play around with that and see. But I think that's going to be my plan. And then we'll pipe items out using conduits, and we'll create storage somewhere. We'll probably go right below, create the storage and everything, and start with that. At least, yeah, I know we're going to have things being stored all over the place, but until we can really get to some ender chests and that kind of a thing, we can't really get our items easily from place to place without a whole lot of piping, and I just really don't want to do that at this point. I mean, and there may be other methods of getting things across vast distances automatically that I'm just not aware of. Because I am by no means an expert, nor am I familiar with every mod in this pack. But I know enough of that stuff that I have a plan. So I at least have a plan. And then the same thing over here. Down below, I will actually, because I'm not going to plan on farming these automatically for a while, but I'll still place my infrastructure. I'll put it in place so that I'm at least ready for it, and then we can go from there. And I may actually, instead of connecting the everything directly below these, so I can pipe right directly out of it, I will leave a one gap because with the Ender IO conduits, you can get more than one type in place or in a single block space. So I'll leave that one block space and then put the power below that. And I'll show you how that's going to look here in just a minute. But so what I'm going to need to do for now is I got 3 farms I want to get going. So I need to create 3 capacitor banks. And I'm not going to do the basics. I am going to do the regular capacitor bank. And I'm going to need something up here. Not in that chest, put it in this one. Yeah, I changed this one to a diamond chest because it was just overflowing all the time. All right, so I want those. And you can go away. Store you. I don't need you at the moment, so let's get rid of you. And because in the recipe I'm going to use let's see, we're going to go for this one here. It uses energetic alloy. Now I could, and I believe I looked at this before and it's kind of a wash, but right now I don't have much electrical steel. So that gets to be an issue. I'd have to create more. I can easily create double layer capacitors, but what's even easier for me right now is to create the basic capacitor banks and create 2 per, and then go the upgrade route, the energetic alloy and the double layer capacitors. So creating 3 of these, so I need 12. Oops, one too many. So we're going to need 12 of those. Oh, wait, no. Gotta double that. Because I am going to need, 2 per, so. And right now, if it's cutting into that pretty good, but still I have more than enough. And just take a stack of you, who cares? Plus, I'm getting so much more very readily, I'm not too worried about it. So then what we do, see, we can easily create 3, and that's all we'll need, but I don't want to right now, because what I need to do is I have to create 3 double layers, which is pretty easy. I need to make some more energetic alloy here shortly, because I am running low. So we take those, and yeah, we're getting close. We're going to be getting close. See, 13 left. Well, we'll have to make another stack at some point, which is easy. All it is gold. Yeah, my brain just shut down again. Glowstone powder, or actually, glowstone dust and redstone dust, and we have plenty of each. Run them through your alloy smelter and alloy mode, and boom, you can easily get some. I was just doing. It's filling up fast. I got here this morning, logged in, and there was maybe just a couple squares left in that diamond chest. So it was full. Gosh, we're full, almost full again here. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. I do need to come up with a better way to handle this. Here, I've got this handle I put in the trash can and filtered out the 2 types of seeds that keep coming up because I've got more than I'll ever need. And here, gosh, we're just going to have to figure out a way to deal with that. And as you saw too, I put in some elevators from the elevator mod because it's just so much easier to do that. It is way easier than always using the stairs. And I'm getting to the point now where I have enough resources where I can get away with that. So why not? All right, so we have 8 of those left. Not a lot, but enough. There's redstone torch. Keep that as a tool because I do need it for the the atomic reconstructor. That's a key element in actually additions for those of you who aren't familiar with it, but it allows you to take other items like iron and turn it into other items that are used by actually additions. Okay, and right here, this is our main power bank. Now, we're going to quickly use this up. So what I'm going to do with this too is I'm going to grow this. Probably, since that's there, I'll do, I might just grow it this way and do 3x3 square down below, just so I easily get a lot of power. I mean, ideally, I would love to get up to the vibrant capacitor bank. Let's, oops, I gotta see here. What's it take? That is energetic alloy and liquefied enderpearl, and we should be able to do that still in the alloy smelter. It should be here somewhere. Let's use this one. There we go. And that's one energetic, one enderpearl gives you one vibrant alloy. It's just that because right now I don't have a lot of enderpearls and a way to get a lot of them easily, that just doesn't seem like the best method to me. All right, so we'll go ahead and sleep since it's dark. And how we doing on time? Well, we're getting close to probably the wrapping up point. Yeah, got a little bit of time left, but we're getting close. And I do have space underneath there, but I want to get some. I'm going to need you. Got some of you, so we'll use you for now. I'm going to need my wrench. And nope, keep forgetting. All right, go down. For there, I don't know if I showed this, but I did kind of lighten this up and enclosed it, and I'm ready so that I can expand it upward into my tower as I need more GP, but right now I don't. Over here, I made a change where I have set these up as these second layer. They're just a capacitor bank. I've got 3 of them. I no longer need the wireless RF, but I kept the battery there just in case I decide to use it elsewhere. Why do you have an apple in there? That's odd. But that's growing rapidly in power. Some upgrades to some of the furnaces and that, so they put out quite a bit of power. And over here, yeah, I'm going to have to extend that out, and we're going to have to do some work over there too. So that's got a little bit of work to do, but that's not a big deal. More of a platform to work from. That's usually the biggest deal. Flight right now would be incredible, but like I said early on, I've researched my available options for flight right now, and I don't think I really have much available to me. Okay. So here's where we gotta go. Wow. I'm gonna have to basically. I'm gonna have to create a lot of maintenance platforms. Is what it's looking like. So, and I know I don't have a lot of you. Easy to make. It's just cobblestone. I don't really need it, but since it's just a maintenance platform. But I'd like to continue that the same kind of theme. What I will do though is I will open some things up so I can see where I have to put all of this. It will just make my life a ton easier. May not get you back, that's okay. So I'm going to close that. So the only one I need for now, and like I said earlier, I'm going to put the power cell there and distribute via enhanced energy conduits. I was playing with the chickens earlier. I'm getting more and more of them, but huge time sink. That's something for me to do off camera unless, something exciting happens. But really, in the world of chickens, I mean, does much exciting really happen? I don't know. And the same, well, let's see. I might even go below so that I can run the piping down and do everything underneath. Yeah, I think that's the best bet. But we wanted at least that, and I will open you up so we can see. And then just to make sure we're well lit. And I mark it so I don't fall through like a dummy. Okay. So I guess for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my maintenance platforms, and then I'll come back. I don't think you really want to watch me do that. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, and we're back real quick just to give you an idea of what I was talking about in case you weren't quite following me. This is what I was looking at doing. Got a little bit of a space here so I can run both an item conduit and an energy conduit. And we can look here, we want that extract on green, good enough for now. Then what I will do is I'll just go ahead and put that right there. And we don't care if the item conduit really connects to that or not, but it's not needed. So let's just turn that off from there, and energy will flow out. And again, we don't have to do this. I just like to, just so that if I can look at it and at a glance, I pretty much will know what's going on. There's the extract. See, again, I didn't have to even set it up for the capacitor, but I like to. It's just me being a little bit anal retentive, I guess. But hey, that's the way it is. We turn that to input, so now I can easily see which direction things are flowing. All right, so that once we get power to this, that will power our farmer, and we'll be able to get items collected. And I might be able to run conduit. I don't want to because it's messy and ugly, but essentially that's what we're going to do with any of the farms that we automate. That's how we want to set those up. So for now, well, I could actually run my energy conduit to where I'm going to have my other power cell come in. So let's go. You are input, and we'll have you come across, and this is just going to come right along here, and we'll leave this one. Well, no, we'll put it there, but that's where it's going to connect. All right, so we got that, and that's that one. And I'm pretty much going to do the same kind of a thing for the other farms. And once we get all that hooked up, we start to create the power cells, we'll come back so you can see that get hooked up. I may even make the power cells on camera just so you can see that, and we can get everything hooked up and running. So I'll be back here in just a few minutes. All right, we're back, and I didn't actually created these offline just because of time. We're really coming down to the wire right now, so we don't want you guys interfering. So let's go ahead and set you up as an output. So we're outputting into that, and that will start filling up eventually. Okay, yep. Here we go. Make it all input. Boom. It fills up quickly. Now, trying to remember how to get these to link. I think you in there. Yeah, so now we have an installed module, and then we create our links. So now those two link cards are linked directly to that. So now what we want to do, I'm going to need a lot more energy conduit. So we'll just go ahead and grab you, and we need to go down to our maintenance area, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to flip you up so I don't fall to my death. And I want to, no, I'm going to put it in the center there so it can be seen. All right. So then you are extract, and you are out in all ways, and bam, put that in there, and as you can hear, our farm is working. We now have power to that farm, and things are just cruising along. Now we're going to come over here. I don't have enough stuff to nerd pole up, so let's go ahead and remedy that. There we go. Because I did not stair step maintenance area up over here, I'm basically planning on nerd poling. So I will come over here. That is close enough. And I can probably call that right there. And put you in. Put you in. You are linked and you are all output. To extract, and you're going to run off in that direction. We'll go as far as we can with that. Go down, yeah, one more would have been ugly. And hopefully I can get this over here. And pow. Goes in to each one of these, as you can see. Set those to insert just because that's the way I like to do it. And those are now automated farms. And we'll just take a quick look before we wrap this up so you can see that they are running. I currently don't have any of the farmed materials going and being stored anywhere. Let's go the wrong way. Yeah, I started creating another level for my storage because I was in desperate need. But here we go. Look at that. It has mowed all that down, and lo and behold, we have wheat and we have seeds. The only thing I don't like about these farmers is that they basically tear out the crops and then replant them instead of just as like with the Ender IO ones, it's just like a right click. So they just pops things off and you don't have to replant. Not that it's a big deal, it's all automated. It's just a matter of preference. And so we come up here. Oh, this one did not. For some reason, I don't know why. We'll have to look into that. We have full, but that has definitely grabbed our essence for us. And then as they grow, it will just keep collecting them. And I'll have to look into why this one has not worked, because I do know for a fact that they work with ender pearls. I have used them before. And this way too, with this here, I can always just come over and check, see what's going on. Out of power, but it's slowly filling. I know that's not the problem because that farmer was full of power. But anyways, I think we are going to go ahead and call it an episode right here. And we'll look forward to seeing everyone in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more. If you didn't like things, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. That's fine. And let me know why. I appreciate any feedback that you can give me. I really do enjoy it. It's the only way it's going to help me improve the channel content and improve my skills as a YouTuber. So please, by all means, I welcome constructive criticism and any feedback. So thanks again, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.